Hi, I'm Tracy from Tracy's Learning and Coaching, and I'm a life coach and hypnotherapist based in Poole in Dorset. So we've been talking about the mind swindle and how it all fits together. So the mind swindle is the name of my book. It's free to download. If you want to go to my website, just click on the tab that says want a free copy of my book and you'll be able to pick one up. This of course explains it in great detail. This is just a general overview to help you understand and see if things make sense to you. Okay, so we've been looking at this diagram here and we've been taking each circle separately. So we've done beliefs, we've done biology, so today we're going to talk about behaviour and how behaviour fits into your mind swindle. So it's really how your beliefs and your biology create your behaviour and create your problems. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So we have been talking about previously how behaviour becomes autonomic and you don't think about it, you just act, and how that comes with feelings as well. We've talked about how feelings are instantly created by, say, a song. You might listen to a song and go, I love this song, and instantly you feel happy because you're reminded of a time in days gone by when you was really happy. Same with the sad song, you can feel instantly sad, a little bit cathartic, a little bit morose about things and not really know why, but the song triggers a memory unconsciously in your mind. So who teaches you here? Who teaches you how to behave? Well, your parents do, your siblings, your brothers, sisters, teachers, your peer group, the wider community, all play a part in teaching you how you should behave. So you have an expectation of behaviour. So expectations of how you should behave. So you learn. They teach you what they expect of you. Okay, so you also have examples. So you be led by examples. So how your parents behaved, you are likely to behave that way as well, at least one of them. Then we have, you learn how to behave yourself. So you might be scared of something, you might learn phobias or fears and learn how to deal with those fears. So you learn the best way to respond, or the best way you think to respond to that behaviour. So that's how you learn. So behaviours come from the past, and you learn that when X happens, I do Y instantly. So you start off not knowing what to do, you're taught, and as time goes on, every time you behave that way, you're more likely to behave that way again, until you don't really think about your behaviour. You just respond unconsciously to behaviour. So when X happens, I do Y. It just happens unconsciously and without thought. So if I have learnt to hit first and then ask questions later, that is how I will behave. If I have learnt that the best way to behave is not to rock the boat, then I won't rock the boat, and I'll avoid rocking the boat, and I'll be pleasant and nice, and even if it upsets me, I won't rock the boat. If I have learnt that the best way of behaving is to rock the boat, then that's what I'm going to do. So what you have learnt, the correct way to behave, that is how you behave without thinking about whether this is the correct way of behaving. So if you're somebody who always wants to be right all the time and never wants to be shown to be wrong, so you might puff yourself up and look all important, use big words, shout, or use intimidating behaviour so people don't question you. So although you have learned that this is the best way to behave because of your mind swindle, it doesn't necessarily mean to say that is the correct way of behaving. It's just what you have learnt to behave. So you might have, this is where we come into the past future loop. You have learnt in the past that this is the best way to behave, and therefore you respond the same way. So I'll give you an example of, say I was a jealous type, and I thought my partner was being unfaithful or could be unfaithful, I would behave in a jealous behaviour, in a jealous way. So I might be erratic, I might shout a lot, I might stop them from going out, I might say that they have to give me their wages, we don't have enough money, who you talking to? So I'm behaving in this way, and because I'm behaving that way, that person distances themselves a little bit. So they might not have been being unfaithful in the first place, but because of my erratic behaviour, they then start separating themselves. So then perhaps they meet somebody at work and they're moaning about me, and then they distance themselves a little bit more, and the other person's really nice. So now I'm feeling them separate even more. So now I'm going crazier. That behaviour works and works and works, and eventually the person may actually be unfaithful to me, not because they was going to be unfaithful to me, but because they couldn't deal with my jealousy. Next time I meet somebody, it's happened in the past, so it's more likely to happen again. So how do I behave? Jealously, because that's the way I know how to behave. If I have behaved jealously with one partner and they have been unfaithful, if I'm the jealous type, I'm more likely to behave that way again. I'm not going to suddenly question why I feel jealous. So this is what we call a past-future loop. It's done in the past, so therefore you're going to behave like it again in the future. So this is your mind swindle, and this is how you behave. We haven't talked about the chemicals that run around your body. So we talked about biology in the last video that we did. Now, anybody who knows me will know how obsessed I am with adrenaline. So it is addictive. It is a chemical that you make when you think there is danger. When you think there is danger, when you believe there is danger, you behave a certain way. So your body behaves a certain way. So your heart starts pounding, you're energized with more glucose being made. So with all this heart pounding and all this energy that's coming into your body, you don't have time to stop and think, how's the best way for me to behave in this situation? You don't stop and consider what to do. You just behave. You act instantly, without conscious thought, without any idea. Just how you behaved last time, this is how you're going to behave again. So if you hear the loud bang, the door bang, for instance, and the last time it meant that somebody came in drunk and started to beat you, you are more likely to be scared the second time, and you're going to respond negatively. And each time that happens, you're going to hide under the bed. So we're going to stand and fight. Whatever you do the first time, you are more likely to do the second time. You learn how to behave. You deal with the situation with the chemicals that are running around your body. You have no choice in that matter. You stand and fight, or you run away, you fly. And how you do that is dependent on what you've done before, and that again is your past future loop. Okay, so that is your mind swindle a whole, how your behaviour is created by the biology and the beliefs of how to behave. So I hope this has helped. Next video, what we're going to do is going to put them all together and talk about the mind swindle in more detail. I hope this has helped. Whatever you do today, I hope you enjoy it. Have a great day. Bye for now.